Today I take my hardcore world and update it to the Mounts of Mayhem drop. I explore all the new features of the said drop and waste hours and hours on trying to find 2 mobs.
And this is my hardcore world updated fully. So that can only mean one thing, and we are going to have to actually rely on editing to do the zooming in. Yeah, that editor, do your job well. First things first, we need the spear. Oh my god, it's so dark in here. We need a spear. And of course we can have one with fire aspect and one without fire aspect. So we need 2 spears. I have the resources for 2 spears, don't worry. Also, there is a new advancement for the spear, which is like the ableistic advancement. It's in the adventure tab. It's right here. Mob Kebab. Oh, and there's new monsters that I need to hunt. And of course, new mob to breed. So I need to get those advancements back. Oh yeah, by the way, I normally use a mod to increase my gamma, but currently that mod isn't out for 1.2 and 1.11. So for now, I'm going to have to wait before I get pulled right back. Also, before I forget, actually no, I must forget this time, because I can't have mobs disabled in order to get this advancement. Also gonna have to update my trading hall to add the lunge enchantment. Oh, and in here it's quite dark, but over here is my mending villager. I'm gonna need to buy 2 mending books. Then over here is my unbreaking 3 villager. There's between sharpness 5, smite 5 and bit of arthropods 5. I'm going sharpness 5, and then of course I do want 1 fire aspect book, and all I need right now is lunge 3. This can be very simple to get, however it can also be challenging. That's why I'm going to collect plenty of rails, including powered rails, because I'm not going to do this without powered rails. A minecart and a few redstone torches. Oh, and I did craft the spears, by the way. However, I've yet to make them netherite. So in order to make them netherite, all I gotta do is go into this shulker, grab 2 upgrades and 2 of the ingots, so that when I come over here, I can actively upgrade the spears. And there's one more thing I want to upgrade. This is my first horse in my Minecraft world, and he's wearing diamond horse armor, which we all know that diamonds are for peasants. So let's fix that. I just need to go into my ender chest, which has a netherite ingot spare, and I can find netherite upgrades in this chest. And now time for the upgrade, the netherite horse armor. And now you look well geared out, and if you want to look well geared out too, you can download my hardcore world, link in the description. It's up to date as of 3000 days, so you have my spears, but you will have everything up to date as of 3000 days. So now we just need to build a rail track, and there we go, we've got the whole railway. And all we need to do now is to send this minecart off. It will pick up a villager automatically, and whilst we wait for him to be taken to the trading hall, we can grab a lectern, and we'll also grab a few temporary blocks, which I would say would stop all the villagers from interacting with our new guy, but we are going to actually have to wall it off in order for that to happen, because I'm not removing the signs. I'm gonna forget where they go. So yeah, let's hope this wall does a good enough job. And user, we are going to get you a job. Yes, I know, I scared everyone with that word. And in order to get this guy a job, we are going to place down this lectern, and he should hopefully get a job, but I don't think he is, because he was wanting the other lecterns here. So I'm gonna have to temporarily break these lecterns. Oh, now you're wanting that lectern. Okay, this is all going haywire. That's your lectern. That's your lectern. You sir, this is your lectern. There we go. And now we're just gonna have to break and replace this lectern until he gives us lunge 3. Alright, I wasn't recording, but I finally got it. We're looking it in immediately. I swear that is a rare enchant to get. Like, I was actually sat here for a long time, but now I'm just gonna get the last 2 books that I need, which are looting 3 books. And now it is time to enchant these books. Not these books, these spears even. So we're going to start off by finding the most expensive enchant, which is looting 3. Then we're going to combine sharpness with lunge and breaking with mending. I knew that anvil was going to break, and wanted it to break, so I can go ahead and use this anvil. Now I'm going to add fire aspect to this one, so I'm going to add fire aspect. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a maxed out spear, and now we're just going to make one without fire aspect. Well, look at all of this. It does use up saturation, the lunge enchant. Okay, this is going to be a bit difficult to get used to. So what I'm going to do is find the spears a good home in my ender chest. Let's start off by placing the one that I'm most likely going to use into the main part of my ender chest, and then the other one can go to here, even though I'm probably never going to use the spear again, you know, after today. That's how the mace was done, and the same with how the spear is going to be, most likely. Anyway, right now this mission is just to clean up my hardcore world again. Yes, we're referencing that video, so let me do that real quick and I'll come right back to you. Okay, now that everything has been dropped off into my storage room, I am going to take fireworks, like a few stacks of them from this shulker. How convenient. But for now, I'm going to get most of the zombie variants, as well as the parched, which requires to go all the way to the desert, which we avoid that pole because that will take me to my end pole, and this will take me to the desert, and we have a bit of time before night falls upon us. That'll give me plenty of time to double check, make sure I've left my mob switch off, which that spider has basically confirmed that I've left it off, because they shouldn't be able to spawn unless there's a spawn nearby, which there is. Okay, but no, never mind, that zombie spawned, and then there's also an enderman over there. So all we need to do right now is to wait for it to become night, which apparently, if I was to look at this block, look down, and then if I'm to look right back up, as you can already see, it turned nighttime. How convenient. Yeah, hopefully my editor did a smooth job with that one. It's the new parched. There we go, you've been taken out. And would you look at that? That's counted as me taking them out, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, would you look at that? 2 out of the 4. I now need to take out the zombie horse. Which, come on, it shouldn't be that hard to find, right?
Well, I was wrong, as it took me hours on top of hours to find one zombie horse, but I did eventually find one, and then took the zombie horse out. I then found 2 Nautilus and bred them together, which would make the zombie Nautilus the last mob that I needed to find, which I eventually did and took that out. I even got the newest advancement, Mob Kebab. And now we're here at the end of the video. I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you click on your screen right now, you get to see the video where I made this massive storage room. And click on the other video to watch me go back to school in Minecraft.